Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin. Today I am bringing you guys a brand new video on the AMP 63 pistol, which has just been released yesterday into Season 3 Reloaded of Warzone and Cold War. I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest way on both Cold War and Warzone on how to unlock this gun, as well as a few tips and tricks on once you do unlock it, how to use it most effectively in both of these modes. If you do go on to enjoy today's video and you are new to the channel, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below with notification bells on so that you don't miss a single upload, and make sure you drop a like on this video as it really does help me out. Let me know in the comments what you think to the AMP 63 so far, if you have managed to get hands on with it. Is it going to be meta? Is it not? What do you think in Warzone, and what do you think in Cold War multiplayer? Good or not good? Let me know down below. Let's jump into it then. So first of all, Cold War, the fastest way to earn this weapon by far and away is of course zombies. This is no surprise from usually weapons which you can unlock in both Cold War multiplayer and in zombies. It's generally faster to unlock them in zombies. What you're going to want to do is head into zombies, use the Diamati and get 400 critical kills. Now the fastest way to do this is to go to rank 10 twice, then exfil, because at wave 10 the helicopter comes, you can exfil, you don't need to leave the first room, you can just one shot, you don't get any boss zombies. It's very easy. If you are wanting to just do it the fastest way possible, it takes about 30 minutes. You will just need to continue straight through all the rounds, but you will have to kill a couple of boss zombies and probably open up the map for perks and things. Entirely up to you, however good you think you are and however quick you want to do it, but just go through the motion. It's going to take about 30-35 minutes to unlock this pistol in zombies, which is pretty quick compared to its multiplayer comparison. Now if you are trying to unlock this one in Warzone, the challenge is pretty tedious, to be honest. You've got to get 5 different pistol kills in 20 different matches. The best thing to do for this is going to be to drop into Plunder. Obviously, get these 5 kills with a pistol, leave the match, do the next one, etc. It's going to take 20 games, so even getting just the 5 kills is going to take quite a while. But unfortunately, if you don't have access to Cold War, it's the only fastest way that you can do this. I am going to now give you guys an M19 dual wield class, which is going to make this a ton easier. So if you have managed to level up the M19 previously in Warzone or Modern Warfare, this is going to be one of the best classes that you guys can use during this challenge in order to get the kills quickly. You're going to want the M19 with the XRK V extended barrel, the 5mm laser, lightweight trigger, 32 round mag, and of course the akimbo on there. I haven't actually unlocked the akimbo. I managed to do the challenge in Cold War, so it didn't matter to me. But if you've got the akimbo, these weapons up close, if you're able to land on people in Plunder, is one of the fastest TTKs in the game, not just on secondaries, but across the entire board of weapons, including SMGs, ARs, everything like that. So you are going to be able to absolutely shred through people with this weapon. Get it akimbo, get it sweated out, 5 kills, 20 different matches. Long time to do, but it's the fastest possible way you can do it. Now another option, if you haven't done that one, is obviously to use the Renettis. Again, these are really good. What you're going to want to do here though is probably build a single one. You can build again an akimbo build, but it would be much better in my opinion, and a lot of people think the same thing, to actually get it with the burst fire and a single one. So you're going to want to put the burst mod on there, same 5mm laser there. You're going to want probably the lightweight trigger again for that extra fire rate, highest magazine you can get, and then either you're going to want to have on a little stock here if you want a little bit more recoil adjustment. I would prefer to go with an XRK grip though, as it's just going to be a little bit quicker for ADS. That's going to get you the fastest TTK, so you can get these pistol kills smashed out very quickly. So hopefully you guys can get that one done. So now we're going to talk about whether the gun is worth unlocking. Is it actually good, or is it pretty naff? Well, overall the AMP 63 has been performing very well in Warzone. Dual wield is honestly absolutely trash, so don't even bother trying to get dual wield. Once you've got the attachments you need, forget about dual wield. Dual wield, it makes the gun terrible. It reduces the damage because it's Warzone's way of balancing a dual wield weapon, so it reduces the gun's overall damage and basically increases the TTK to a point where it's just not worth running. But a single gun on its own with the extended mags and some of the attachments that I'll go over in just a moment is actually pretty good, and it makes way for a very nice class that you're going to be able to get a ton of kills with as a secondary weapon, particularly if you're going to run it on a ghost class. So the best thing you can do here, throw it on with a ghost class. When you are using a pistol, obviously you switch to a pistol faster than you do a second primary weapon, so it's going to mean you're not actually going to need to run amped. This makes way for things like Tracker, which is actually really overpowered. If you haven't used Tracker before in Warzone, this will be a perfect class to try it out with. It's insanely good, so it's really going to help you out. Throw it on with something like the AMAX, the M4, the LC10 even, if you want to go for a very close range build. But I do recommend an AR, as that is going to be the best build to pair it with. If you've got a 3x scope on the AR, 2x even a red dot, then you've got the AMP63 for that really close range engagement, it's going to work wonders for you. And it means you get Ghost right off the bat, which is always really nice. We're not going to see a dual wield meta going forward, but we may well see a Ghost first meta with this pistol as a secondary, as you're at least going to be able to get the first few kills on a squad if it's a squad versus squad environment, or the first few kills if you're taking out a few teams. Maybe you want to find someone with a sniper so you can want to take out 2, 3, 4 squads before you do that. It's going to do the job fine until you want to swap it out, and even if you don't want to swap it out, you want to continue to run it through the game, it is still going to do you very, very well. So this weapon is overall pretty decent. Like I just mentioned, this gun does quite a lot of damage up close. What you're going to want to run on this weapon is the sound suppressor, the task force barrel, but if you don't have that yet, like my weapon is only level 24, then you're going to want the reinforced heavy barrel. Task Force just gives it that little bit extra edge, but the reinforced heavy is really, really decent for starters. You want the SOF target designator. This is going to give you hip fire accuracy and effective damage range. You're then going to want the Stanag 25 round mag, as it does reduce your ADS time a little bit, but nowhere near as much as what the speed mags do. And obviously, you get extra bullets with it. It's the biggest mag on the gun, so it's really, really good. And then you also want the Serpent Wrap. Again, if you don't have it, like I don't quite have that one yet, yes, ASR Jungle Grip is really good until you do get that one, because it does give you that extra ADS time and flinch resistance. But obviously, when you get the Serpent Wrap, that's going to give you the optimal and most ADS speed. The reason we're not going for the Groot or Agency Suppressor on this one is because the Sound Suppressor is actually really, really good. It's the brand new attachment brought in Season 3 Reloaded, and for close range weapons, it is exceptional. You get no ADS penalty. It says it gives you a bonus, it doesn't, but it doesn't reduce it, which is massive compared to the Agency Suppressor or the Groot Suppressor. You then also get some bullet velocity, again, not as much as the final unlock there, but you do still get a decent amount, which is really, really good from a close range build. And you get a ton of sprint fire time, which is exceptionally good because you're not hurting your ADS. You are getting a little bit of bullet velocity, although it's not as much, and you're going to be able to pull the weapon up quicker, which is perfect for the secondary quick fire environment. And as I say, it really opens up the class so that you can actually get rid of amped. You don't need that on when you switch into a secondary that is a pistol, so you can put on tracker. This is going to get you a ton of kills. It's unbelievable how underrated and how good tracker actually is in Warzone. A ton of people, including myself, barely ever use it, but since using the specialist perk that we saw with the implementation of Nakatomi Plaza, tracker's actually pretty good. So we've got that one there available. You can obviously throw and go straight off the bat. I would still recommend running EOD, although you could run double time if you want to go for an extremely fast class, but EOD generally is better to have. Ghost off the bat there, and you compare it to something like a CR AMAX, so we go ahead and throw this one on. I would then change this one up slightly because this is an old build that I actually have on it, but I would then put on the monolithic and put on the VLK 3x optic there, so you've got a very nice mid to long range AR build there, which is going to hit a ton of damage at those long range players. You've then got the switch up to this AMP63 when they do get close range, and like I said, if you've got the Task Force and you've got the Serpent, swap those ones out there. But other than that, the class is exactly as it should be, and if you are leveling it up like me, try and use the class that I've got on screen now, as this is a very, very solid class. And yeah, basically the gun is very, very decent. We're not going to see a dual wield meta, which I think is a good thing for us all, because I think everybody's quite enjoying the open meta at the moment. The chances we get to use lots of different weapons, but we are definitely going to see this gun being run a ton as a secondary. And like I say there, probably a lot with ghost classes, maybe even some tracker classes. So keep your eyes peeled on the scene. I would recommend you guys try out this exact loadout. Probably swap out the thermite for a Semtex, and obviously have on the heartbeat if you want to, or have on a stun. But try this exact loadout out with tracker on, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. This is an absolutely insane setup. With tracker, it's really cool. And as I say, the pistol, the AMP63, works absolutely brilliantly as a single full auto pistol secondary, which is really, really nice. If you guys have enjoyed and found this video useful, please do leave a like down below and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from the channel coming up next. Would you like to see a gold guide for the AMP63? Or would you like to see maybe a Cold War multiplayer best setup for this guide? Let me know what you would like to see down below in the comments. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do drop a subscribe with notification bells on. We're pushing for 2k subs, so it'd be brilliant to have you here as part of the channel community as well. And other than that, as always, thank you for watching, take care, and peace.